Welcome to the People Leaders Podcast, the audio resource for managers and business leaders creating high-performing teams. Join leadership and team development experts Jan and Michelle Turkelson each week as they explore both subjects from every angle. Through practical tips, valuable insights, and compelling interviews with leadership experts around the world, you'll learn how to bring out the best in your staff and how to give your best as a leader.
So how are you? Oh, great. Happy Mother's Day.
Yeah, happy Mother's Day. Even though most people won't hear the podcast until a couple of weeks after Mother's Day, we decided to do all the things that we love doing on Mother's Day.
Yeah.
And part of it is doing this. You know, we've had a massage, we're going to the movies, gold class. We've had lunch with our family. So, yeah.
And this podcast is dedicated to all the mums, and especially our mum, who always believed we could achieve.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which goes to the title, actually, Jan. So what are we going to talk about today?
Well, we are going to talk about what it is that you really want. So the theme is how can we actually support you in achieving what you actually want to achieve this year? And we can support you in a lot of ways. And so what is it that you want?
That's right. What are the areas that you want to make changes in? What are the areas that you want to move forward in? Or is there something really specific that you'd like to do or to have in the next 6 to 12 months, say, if we put a time frame on it? And this could be in relation to relationships. It could be work-related. It could be a career goal.
Yeah, project, anything around well-being. So it could be an eating practice, exercise, anything around resilience.
Getting more energy.
That's right. Or completing your MBA, running the New York Marathon, swimming 20 laps without, stopping and gagging. And even, my challenge at the moment is to have a couple of days during the week without alcohol.
Yeah. Oh. It could be getting some sort of mindfulness practice into your life. It could be lots of things. So it could be mental, physical, emotional. We are here to support you. And so how is this going to work exactly?
This is the exciting part. So this is how it's going to work. So there are 5 steps in this process.
Yeah.
The first step is get clear about what you want. Now, not about what you don't want, about what you want. And the reason why it's really clear to have a clear statement about what you want is that this is an inclusive universe. So when you say, I don't want to feel miserable anymore, or I don't want to feel, overworked or whatever, you will get what you focus on. So be really clear.
So the overworked bit,
in the affirming, what is it that you want? So get a clear statement about what it is that you want to achieve.
And you know what? That SMART acronym that we use for objective setting is really useful. Is it specific? Is it measurable? Is it achievable? Is it realistic? Does it have a time frame attached to it? If you could apply that criteria perhaps to your statement, then it is going to be crystal clear. Now, if you send us the statement, for example, and it's not crystal clear, we could help you clarify it too.
That's right. Yeah. So one of the people that I've been doing this with, I've been doing it with a group, and they, a lot of them said that they just want to have no alcohol for the month. And she said, as soon as I said no alcohol, oh my God, I needed to get more alcohol. And I said, because that's what you focused on. So let's focus on pristine liquids, being ingested in your body or whatever. It's kind of like have a clear statement about what it is you want. Step 1.
Yep.
Step 2 is answer this question. How will you know when you have achieved it?
That's right. What is the measure of your success? Can you clock that 5-kilometre run? Can you, stand on the scales and have that certain weight? Have you received a compliment from your boss, for example? Is your team working really effectively or efficiently based on, I don't know, it could be any sort of metrics that you use. So there are some ways to measure whether or not you've achieved that.
Yeah, by getting that job that you've been wanting to, or by, getting some great feedback from a stakeholder that you've had difficulty with.
That's right. Or actually completing your resume and sending it out to 5 people, or having that conversation with somebody that you potentially want to be your mentor, or going to a network event.
Yeah. And just on a personal level, I remember when you said, Michelle, you really wanted to have a happy family and you put everything into that. That was your clear focus. And remember, only a couple of weeks ago you went, So
achieve for now.
yes. So step 2 is how will you know when you've achieved it? Yep.
That's right.
Step 3, how will it feel? And this is extremely important because your physiology needs to understand what it is going to feel like.
And it's almost like this is the big why. This is the reason why you were doing it. This is the reason why we do anything.
Yeah, to feel better.
Yeah, because it's going to make you feel good. And so what is that feeling? Can you describe that feeling? Are you going to feel lighter? Are you going to feel clearer? Are you going to feel happier?
More at ease.
Yeah. Fantastic.
And then step 4 is we want you to actually practice that feeling state. So first thing in the morning, because you've already written down what those feelings are, I want you to actually start to practice what that feeling state is going to feel like. Because the closer you can embody that feeling state, then your body is more likely to take you in the direction of where you want to go.
And the beauty of us human beings is that we have this thing called imagination. So when you can use your imagination and try and get a little, even if you're not feeling anything like that, how can you feel a little bit closer to it? And that's all we're trying to do is move closer and closer to that feeling state that you will eventually get to.
That's right, because some people have goals that they don't know how they're going to get to it, and that's what really diminishes their level of enthusiasm. We're not talking about the how yet. We're really just talking about that practice, the feeling state.
We're going to help you with the how.
Right, so that's step 5.
That's where we come in.
That's right, so that's step 5.
Yeah.
What we would like you to do is we want you to email us at info@peopleleaders with all those steps. So step 1 is the clear statement. Step 2, how will you know when you've achieved it?
Step 3, how will it feel when I have achieved it? And step 4, practice the feeling state. Just have a go for a couple of days, a week, anything, and then, yeah.
So this is the exciting part. So Michelle and I have been talking about how we actually can support you, and what we've agreed is that we are going to reach out to every single person individually who sends us an email. So it's like, yeah. So, but really, it's the people who really want to make changes. Now, it may not be incredibly a big goal, but that's okay. We're not going to...
we will respond.
Yeah, we will absolutely respond to every single person. The other thing that we're going to do is we will do special podcasts based on that topic. Don't worry, confidentiality is absolutely paramount for us, so we won't use names.
No.
And you'll definitely get a return email from us.
Yes,
yeah?
that's
and
right.
Who knows, we might even start
a Facebook group or...
We don't know yet, but we just want to see whether or not you are committed to your success. You know, you are committed to getting what it is that, you know, you think you want.
Yeah, and we like to experiment with things, so this is an experiment.
I know, and we want to help.
Yeah, and we're experimenting with something that we get a lot of joy from.
Yeah, absolutely.
So,
hence why we're doing it on Mother's Day. All right, so you've got the steps. You're going to have it on our podcast, and we really encourage you to take this on. We are really juiced up for this, aren't we?
We are, yep. Okay, over and out.
Ciao.
Bye.
We hope you enjoyed today's episode of the People Leaders Podcast. For show notes and other resources, please visit us at peopleleaderspodcast.com. And while you're there, you can subscribe for future episodes so you can continue your own leadership journey. And please be sure to share this and other episodes with your friends and colleagues. The People Leaders Podcast is brought to you by the Experts on Air Podcast Network.